welcome back to my channel. Today, if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an unboxing of a box that Influencer and Laura Mercier sent me in the mail. I've already opened the box, so it doesn't look as pretty as it did, but I did try out one product and it worked pretty well. The whole purpose of it is hashtag no makeup makeup look. I will be taking a picture after, putting it on Instagram soon, tagging Sephora, Laura Mercier, and Influencer, and I mean tagging Sephora and Laura Mercier in the same post, and if they actually reposted that, I'd probably scream and faint. So without further ado, let's get into it. I actually got this in the mail a couple nights ago. When I first opened the package, I'm like, I didn't order anything, so I don't know what this is. So as I'm ripping apart the package, all I see on the side, it was this side, and it said Laura Mercier, and I was just like, oh, what? I was just thinking and saying out loud to my mom, like, I was like, Laura Mercier doesn't even know who I am, or does she? But probably not. And I thought maybe they just sent it to the wrong person by accident, even though I've never ordered from them. I was very confused. And then I realized that it was from Influencer. So if you don't know what Influencer is it's an app and also a website. It's kind of like a social media app, if you will. And what you can do is you can take surveys, you can review products, and it's like a point system. I haven't reviewed a product on there in a while, but I have gotten boxes from them in the past. I was supposed to get the Becca Hydro Mist Loose Setting Powder, which I didn't because I got lost in the mail. Very upset about that, but it's not Influencer's fault. But it's fine, because my mom just bought it anyway. I feel like I need it now. I'm like sweating. It says Influencer on the side, but it mostly says Laura Mercier. I did take a survey just recently, but I honestly didn't even know that I was getting this box. I don't remember seeing it in my email, even though they definitely sent me an email about it. I just maybe haven't checked it and whatnot, but I was very excited to get this package. It's very simple. So when you open it up, it says this quote on the inside. It says, "What makes you unique makes you beautiful." And Laura Mercier has her signature, and I thought that was a nice touch. If you know me, I am a huge inspirational quote person. I'm literally a walking Pinterest board, so that made my day too. When you open it up, you get this card. It has the same quote on it, and then it has a girl hashtag no makeup makeup look influencer right there. You can also download their app on the App Store or on Google Play, and it has Laura Mercier right there. So on the back has a little bit of information. It says, "Show us your flawless hashtag no makeup makeup look," and it says, "Congratulations, as a beauty insider, you have been selected to discover some of Laura Mercier's essentials for that perfect summer no makeup makeup look." It comes with 3 products. It comes with a foundation primer, a tinted moisturizer, and a face illuminator. Now I've tried the foundation primer yesterday actually, and it made my makeup last so long. I normally don't use primers. Sometimes I do depending on what I'm doing, but even if I'm wearing makeup for a very long day or a very long night, I don't normally put on a primer. And to be honest, I don't think people really need a primer. I've gone out to the bars with a full face of makeup on without a primer. I definitely set my face, don't you worry. But I really don't think primers are all that necessary, but maybe that's just me. I know everyone has different skin, but I did really like that primer, and I think I'll continue to use it. However, I used it with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Moisturizer. My face makeup looked really nice, so I really liked that. And I haven't tried a tinted moisturizer because I don't know if you can tell, but my entire body is half tan, half burnt. My nose is a little burnt, but my face is a bit more tan than it was like a few days ago. It's porcelain, but we're gonna work with it today. And then the face illuminator is actually very gold, so I don't know how that's gonna look on my skin. It's kind of like a darker gold. It looks very pretty in the picture. I did open all these when I got the box, but I haven't played with the moisturizer or the illuminator, so we're gonna see. I'm sorry if this chair is like distracting you. I just really like swivel chairs. By the way, I got a desk. Hashtag adulting. I assembled the legs. That's all you really had to do, and this is my brother's chair for the meantime until I find a chair of my own that actually matches everything. I feel much more productive, and I love it. It was from West Elm. It's their White Parsons desk. We're actually gonna go ahead into my bathroom. Normally I would do the makeup here, but I just got this yesterday, and I don't want to get anything on it. Even if I put something down on it, I'm not ready to use it for makeup yet, so we're gonna head into my bathroom. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. So this is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. Very nice packaging. It says this foundation primer is a lightweight, water-based, vitamin-rich gel that creates the perfect canvas for makeup applications. Directions: smooth on. Foundation primer by gently massaging over skin surface. Can be applied over moisturizer or onto clean skin before Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, foundation, or concealer. This is 1.7 fluid ounces if you wanted to know. Squeeze it out. That is the consistency, and it's dripping in my finger. Smooth that on to the face. Smells nice. It doesn't have a very heavy scent whatsoever, but it does have a nice scent to it. You ever start putting on some form of makeup, and realize that you didn't do your entire morning skincare routine because it's here right now? I forgot to put on my moisturizer, but this feels very hydrating. My skin feels so hydrated. It feels slightly cooling. I wouldn't say overly cooling, but slightly cooling. I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and I always prime my eyelids with this. And this is in the shade Light Warm. Swoop like that, swoop like that. Now, you don't have to do eyeshadow with this look. This is like a no makeup look. But sometimes I find if you put a really, really light shade into the crease, it looks completely natural. I haven't been wearing eyeshadow a lot lately, and I kind of miss it. So whenever I pat in concealer, I always squish my beauty blender like that. Just tap the product into my skin. Ooh, that looks nice. I was gonna save this palette for another video, but it has a really light cool tone brown shade in here. It's kind of like a grayish brown. It's very, very light. It's called the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette by Tarte, and it's super sparkly. And the palette is beautiful, as all Tarte palettes are. I'm not really a huge pink eyeshadow person because some pink tones of eyeshadow can make me look sick, but these don't. I tried it the other day. As always, I use my Sephora Pro Shadow number 14 brush, and I use that to set my concealer on my eyelid. I'm going to take the shade Gossamer. It is this shade right there. I love it when eyeshadow palettes come with a base color. Just with one swipe, that is the amount of pigment that comes off. These are really nicely pigmented. Then I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics for Ulta brush. It's a little bit dirty from yesterday, but it's mostly clean. I am going to be taking the shade Giggle, which is this super light, cool tone brown shade right there. I'm going to place that in my crease. So it doesn't really look like a lot, but you know, there's just a hint of something. This is a Sephora eyelash curler. It's my favorite eyelash curler of all time. And then I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. The Sephora Pro Angled Liner number 22 are going to take the shade Wonder. So that is this shade. It's more of a cooler tone brown. This is kind of a warmer tone brown with like kind of purpley base, so we're going to be taking this one. I'm just going to line my top eyelid. Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Mascara. I also didn't dip back into the tube when going into this eye. So we're gonna move on to the Tinted Moisturizer from Laura Mercier, and it is oil-free and has SPF of 20. Laura Mercier's Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free is a perfect blend of skincare and makeup. This lightweight formula helps control oil breakthrough and gives a sheer hint of color for a healthy, natural glow. It provides ideal protection from the sun's harmful and damaging rays with broad-spectrum UVB/UVA SPF 20 sunscreen. Perfect for all skin types, especially sensitive or oily skins, which is is nice for me because I have both. And then it says the technique: apply to clean skin with Laura's foundation sponge or with fingertips. Layer for additional coverage. For best results, use a Laura Mercier foundation primer before application. So we're gonna use the primer. I normally do everything with my Artiste palm brush, but I kind of want to see what it is like with my fingertips. So we're just gonna follow the directions. Try something a little bit different. So this is the packaging. This is in 1W1 porcelain. A day later after I got this, my face got a little bit more tan. So we're just gonna work with the color. There are always ways, you know, to bronze the face back up again. I haven't applied foundation on my face with my fingers in a very long time. We're just gonna go for it. Just apply a little bit more right there. Use circular upward motions. I can smell the sunscreen. It's not like a prominent smell or anything. Very sheer coverage. Well, I applied it here with my fingers. I'm going to see how it works. Still on this side, but with my beauty sponge, even though I never apply foundation with my beauty sponge, but I kind of want to see how it works. Okay, so I think if you use sponge, it provides a little bit more coverage. Now it is a tinted moisturizer, so it's not going to give you full coverage or anything, but when I apply it with my fingers, I could barely see anything. So I think I like it with the sponge. And I'm still going to do the other side with my Artiste brush just to see the difference, if there is any difference. I am sunburnt up here, so it may not cover that area, as well as some acne spots. My Artiste palm brush, my mom gave it to me. I don't really know if it's the mini size or the full size. I know the mini size is $52 and the large size is $62. I think it's wicked expensive, but it works, so apply the rest. Okay, you definitely get more coverage with the Artiste brush, like a lot more. It's still a very sheer formula, but I think I like it with the Artiste brush better. I mean, I kind of like anything that I apply with the Artiste brush better. I just think it's more of an even coverage. Big honker right there. What is happening? Actually, it's really not a bad color, even though my face is a little bit more tan and matches my body and I got a sunburn. But the color isn't as light as I was thinking, because it said porcelain and I was thinking it was going to be like stark white, but it's not. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more. It's still very natural. I just want to apply it with my Artiste brush. Since we're going with Laura Mercier theme, I'm just going to go with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on my face, which is really awesome. This is in the shade 1N, so 1 neutral. Once again, I squeeze the beauty sponge. And if you know me, I normally do not cover my acne, so it does not become worse sometimes. This isn't really acne, the only acne is like under my chin. This was more just redness, candida, you know. So we're gonna set the under eyes with the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent, you know, a fan favorite. Just a very light dusting, and I only dip my brush in there once, but it picks up a lot of product. Always put this on the corners and just a very light dusting on the top of my nose. I'm gonna go into my contour and bronzer, and then I'll meet you back for my highlight and blush. I only used a little bit of contour and just a little bit of bronzer, and then I went back in with the Laura Mercier powder and that really big fluffy brush that I used to set my under eye, and I kind of just cleaned up a little bit underneath the contour and bronzer. I got some like down here, and that's a way for it to look really muddy and not natural, so I kind of just cleaned up, but it wasn't like a super sharp line, so you can't really tell that much, but it still looks very natural, so I didn't really overdo it on my face. So the last product that they sent me is the Face Illuminating Powder, and it's 0.3 ounces, and it comes in this compact packaging in the shade Indiscretion. So it says the technique for natural luminosity, apply powder to high points of face like cheekbones, center of nose, cupid's bow, top of forehead. I literally just try to open it like this, but there is a button. Wow, this looks so awesome. It is pretty gold and shimmery. Looks like it's gonna be a blinding highlight. However, not a lot of golds look good on my skin tone. They look better when I'm really tan because they end up looking like eyeshadow on me. Same with pink highlights. I don't go towards pink highlights. Literally looks like I'm applying eyeshadow to the highlighted areas. But we're still gonna try this, of course. It's super beautiful. My little mermaid highlighting brush. Poof, poof. I think it's really hard to see in this lighting, honestly. I have no idea if you could see this on camera. I'm gonna dip in a little bit more. I could see where I'm applying it, and I could see like a darker area right around here that it's kind of clinging to. It's still just hair dark for my skin tone, even though I am a little bit tan. I think I need to be way more tan. I don't know if you can see this like on camera. I think it looks a lot brighter because of the lights, but in person, oh god, yeah, it looks like I'm applying eyeshadow to my face. Let's apply it to the nose. Ooh, that is very pretty on the nose. It doesn't really show up that much in person. I do have a nose sunburn, so it's kind of hard to tell because it already looks slightly dark. If you saw me in person, you'd be like, why does she have brown eyeshadow on the high points of her face? I think it would work really well maybe on the body. I realized my light wasn't on. Whoopsies. I applied it right over here. Right there. Maybe it doesn't show up that much on camera, but it's a bit dark. So we're gonna try this. Oh yeah, you could definitely see why I applied that. Now it looks darker. I really want to wear it because it's so beautiful. If I get super, super tan this summer, hopefully I can pull this off. But I'm glad I tried it, so now I know, because you know there are a lot of products that a lot of beauty YouTubers recommend these days, and you could really want this gold shimmery highlight and find out it's not right for your skin tone. Not every product works for someone. Not every shade is gonna look bomb on everyone's skin, which is totally fine. I'm sure that they definitely have more shades, so I will look into that, because I mean, come on, they look like gold sheets in a pan. Like, that looks beautiful. Learn that if you take some of your setting powder, I forget who taught me this, kind of just dust it through your brows. It just makes it a little bit more faded and more natural looking. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo these a little bit. Just set my face, so I'm gonna fan it a little bit. Now I'm not gonna use a crazy lip color, as this is the no makeup look. I'm just gonna use a gloss, which is the Urban Decay Naked Lip Gloss. And I think the name of it is Naked. Super small, it's just a sample size. But it's so, so pretty on the lips. It just adds so much shine to your lips. It looks so natural. And I'm realizing that my lips are not very hydrated right now, so we're just gonna do a super quick recap. The foundation primer I really, really like. It's very hydrating, has a very slight cooling sensation, even though I probably didn't mark it as that. It does feel a bit cooling on the skin. I really like the gel consistency. I already use water-based moisturizer, so that really helped. I don't really like any lotion type products, so I really like that. Right now it's after 5 o'clock, so don't have much going on. It's super hot outside. Probably gonna take this makeup off at night, but I know that my makeup's gonna last, and I'm sure it looks really good right now, or at least I hope it does. I'm sure editing Jeb will put her answer on the screen. So the next product is the Tinted Moisturizer that was oil-free. I actually really liked the consistency of it. It didn't feel thick at all. It doesn't really feel like I'm even wearing makeup, which I really like. I even love that in the winter. Like, I love full coverage foundations. I feel like I'm wearing makeup and feels so heavy and like a mask on my skin, but I really like the consistency of that, and I think once I get more tan, I'll probably go out and buy a shade that will match my rest of the body a little bit more. It wasn't as light as I was thinking it would come out. Now, I don't like applying it with my fingertips, said to do that on the actual tube, but I don't really like that method in general. I didn't mind the beauty sponge method, but I definitely prefer my Artiste brush. You get a little bit more coverage with that, even though it is a tinted moisturizer, so it's not supposed to be full coverage anyway. It's supposed to be more sheer and light coverage, but I found if you just use some type of foundation brush, you just get like a hint more coverage, so I do recommend that, but you can really do it any way that you want. The Face Illuminating Powder, it is a beautiful, beautiful highlight to look at. It's gold, it's shimmery, it just looks so beautiful in the pan, but on my fair skin, it's not the right undertone. I don't have those gold undertones, so I think on deeper skin tones than me, it would look so good on you. I think maybe once I become more tan, I'll be able to wear it, but I think right now I cannot. I even put it on my collarbone, and on camera and in person, you can see where I applied it because it's darker than my actual skin tone, and my body is kind of tan right now, so the fact that it came off darker and where you could see where I applied it was just kind of like a ding for me, like, oh, I cannot use this shade until I am super tan, or I can go out and buy another shade that's better suited for my skin tone. So overall, all these products are a pass. Obviously the shade for the illuminating powder didn't work with me, but I still love the formulation, and actually the reflection for the illuminating powder is really nice. I just wish it was a shade lighter, especially because they gave a porcelain tinted moisturizer. You'd think that maybe they would use a lighter shade, but it's totally fine. I can even let some of my friends use that. Yeah, everything was a pass for the most part, and I really like the formulation. The only thing that I actually feel right now is that lip gloss. I think I put too much on. This is part of the hashtag no makeup a makeup look from Influencer. I think the day that I upload this video, I will post a picture on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should follow it. I usually put my handle in the beginning of my videos. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, more beauty videos. I have more coming up for you. Stay tuned. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a video right then and there. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Somewhere with my people we can